Eggs are one of the most popular and versatile foods consumed worldwide, rich in protein, vitamins, and essential nutrients. They serve as an excellent base for countless dishes ranging from scrambled eggs to elaborate omelets and baked goods. Despite their nutritional benefits and widespread appeal, many people unknowingly make common mistakes when taste the way eggs are cooked and handled plays a crucial role in maintaining their nutritional value and ensuring food safety. For instance, overcooking eggs can lead to a loss of vital nutrients, while improper storage or handling can lead to contamination and foodborne illnesses. In fact, many egg-related errors stem from a lack of awareness about the best practices for egg consumption, leading to wasted food. And to fully enjoy the simple yet powerful food in this video, we will highlight 7 critical mistakes that are often made when eating eggs and provide practical advice on how to avoid them. By understanding and correcting these errors, you can improve the flavor, texture, and nutritional content of your eggs. Additionally, you can ensure that you are consuming eggs in the safest way possible, maximizing both their health benefits. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this content, please take a moment to like, comment, and share it with your friends. Doing so helps more people discover the channel. Now let's dive into the 7 mistakes people make when eating eggs. Consuming eggs that are old or expired can pose several risks to both your health and their taste, texture, and even safety. To avoid potential issues, it's important to recognize the signs of an expired egg and learn how to store them properly. One of the most effective ways to determine if eggs are still fresh is by performing the float test. This simple method involves filling a bowl with water and gently placing the egg inside. If the egg sinks to the bottom and the egg stands upright or floats, it is no longer fresh and should be discarded. The reason behind this is that as eggs age, the liquid inside them begins to evaporate, causing the egg to shrink and the air cell to expand, which results in the floating effect. In addition to the float test, other signs can help determine whether an egg is still good. For example, an unpleasant smell is a strong indicator. Bad fresh eggs have a neutral scent, while expired eggs have a distinct sulfurous odor. Another way to assess an egg's freshness is by cracking it open. If the egg whites are runny and the yolk is intact, it is still good. However, if the whites are watery or the yolk is broken, the egg is past its prime. Storing eggs properly is another key aspect of ensuring their freshness. Ideally, eggs should be in the coldest part of the refrigerator, not in the door where temperatures fluctuate more. The carton helps protect the eggs from absorbing odors from other foods and prevents moisture loss. If eggs are stored in the fridge properly, they can remain fresh for up to 3 to 5 weeks. However, storing eggs at room temperature can shorten their shelf life significantly, potentially leading to quicker spoilage. It's important to read leading to that while eggs can last a while when stored correctly, their freshness does not mean they are impervious to contamination. Eggs that are improperly handled or have been cracked or damaged before storage can spoil faster, even if they're kept in the refrigerator. Always inspect eggs before using them and avoid using eggs that have visible cracks, as bacteria can enter through the broken shell. Cooking result in both a loss of nutrients and a change in texture that may not be desirable. Overcooking eggs, whether they are boiled, scrambled, or fried, can lead to unpleasant changes that affect the final dish's flavor and texture. When eggs are overcooked, the proteins in the egg whites and yolks begin to break down in a way that causes them to become tough, rubbery, or chalky. For example, overcooked scrambled eggs are often crumbly and hard to swallow rather than the fluffy, creamy texture that is desirable in boiled eggs. The yolk may become grayish-green around the edges, which is not only visually unappealing, but also signals that the egg has been subjected to excessive heat. The greenish hue comes from the reaction between sulfur compounds in the egg white and iron in the yolk, which occurs when eggs are boiled for too long beyond affecting the texture and appearance. Overcooking eggs can also lead to a decrease in nutritional quality. Heat can degrade the vitamins and other nutrients in eggs, especially if they are exposed to prolonged high temperatures. For example, some studies have shown that overcooking eggs can result in the loss of certain antioxidants and vitamins such as vitamin B12 and vitamin. Additionally, overcooking eggs can cause a decrease the availability of some essential amino acids that are crucial for muscle repair and other bodily functions. To avoid overcooking eggs, it's important to monitor the cooking time closely. For hard-boiled eggs, it is recommended to cook them for about 9 to 12 minutes, depending on how firm you like the yolk. For scrambled eggs in low heat, and stir frequently to prevent them from becoming too dry. When frying eggs, it's best to cook them on low to medium heat to avoid crisping the edges too much, while ensuring the whites are fully set without making the yolk too firm. While adding oil or butter to eggs during cooking can enhance their flavor and texture, using too much fat can lead to excessive calorie intake and negatively impact your health. Many people are accustomed to frying eggs in a generous amount of oil, but this practice can increase the overall fat content of the meal, which may not be ideal for those watching their calorie or fat consumption. When eggs are cooked with large amounts of oil or butter, the calorie count increases significantly. For example, saturated fat. These extra calories can quickly add up. In fact, a typical serving of scrambled eggs cooked with excessive butter or oil could easily surpass 400 or 500 calories, making it a less than ideal choice for people trying to control their diet. Additionally, using too much oil or butter can also alter the taste and texture of the egg, the rich, creamy flavor themselves, while excessive oil can make the eggs greasy, diminishing the overall eating experience. While a small amount of fat is necessary to enhance the cooking process and prevent the eggs from sticking to the pan, moderation is key. A teaspoon of butter or a light drizzle of oil can provide enough flavor and help achieve a smooth, creamy texture without the added calories and greasy feeling. For a healthier alternative and greasy, consider using non-stick cooking spray or a small amount of olive oil, which contains healthy monounsaturated fats. Non-stick pans also allow for cooking eggs with minimal fat, while still ensuring they don't stick to the surface. Alternatively, poaching eggs or baking them in the oven can also be a healthier option, as these methods typically require a little, especially when preparing scrambled eggs or frying eggs. However, this approach can lead to several problems that could affect both the cooking process and the final result. While it may seem convenient, cracking eggs directly into the pan can introduce contaminants, cause uneven cooking, and even result in broken eggshells in your dish. One of the primary reasons for avoiding cracking eggs directly into the pan of contamination: raw eggs can carry bacteria like Salmonella, which can lead to foodborne illness if the eggs are not handled properly. When eggs are cracked into a pan, any bacteria present on the shell can be transferred to the cooking surface. If the eggshell breaks or the egg spills onto the stove, it can further spread bacteria around your kitchen, increasing the Cross bowl before adding them to the pan is a simple but effective way to reduce this risk by cracking eggs into a clean bowl first. You can inspect them for any cracks or imperfections that might compromise the egg's safety. It also gives you an opportunity to check for freshness, as previously discussed in section 1. Before cooking the eggs, if you spot any broken shells or abnormalities, you can spot it to your dish. Another benefit of cracking eggs into a bowl before cooking is the ability to ensure even cooking. When eggs are cracked directly into the pan, they may spread unevenly, resulting in uneven cooking or burning of some parts of the egg while others remain undercooked. Cracking the eggs into a bowl allows you to gently whisk them or add seasoning before. Controlled cooking process. Cracking eggs into a bowl first allows for better egg preparation, such as adding herb spices or other ingredients. This can enhance the flavor of your eggs, as the seasonings can be more evenly distributed, ensuring that every bite is well seasoned. Proper food hygiene is essential for ensuring that eggs are safe to eat. Hygiene. As salmonella, therefore, it is crucial to handle eggs with care to avoid cross-contamination and the spread of pathogens in the kitchen. One of the most common mistakes people make when preparing eggs is neglecting to wash their hands and utensils after handling raw eggs. After cracking eggs, it is essential to wash your hands thoroughly with soap and remove the eggshell may appear. Clean it. Can still carry bacteria from the farm or transportation process. When cracking eggs, you may inadvertently touch the shell, yolk, or egg white, transferring bacteria to your hands. Failing to wash your hands afterward can spread these bacteria to other foods, kitchen surfaces, or utensils, which can lead to foodborne illnesses. In addition to washing your hands, it's equally important or bowls that have come into contact with raw eggs. This includes whiskers, spatulas, and even the countertop or stove top. If any egg spills, cross-contamination can occur easily in the kitchen, especially if raw eggs are left on surfaces or mixed with ready-to-eat foods. Simply rinsing the utensils. Disinfectant, if necessary. Proper kitchen hygiene also extends to storing eggs. Eggs should be stored in their original carton in the refrigerator to prevent contamination from other foods. If an egg cracks before you use it, discard it immediately to avoid the risk of bacterial growth. When it comes to cooking eggs, seasoning plays a crucial role in enhancing their flavor. Eggs. The addition of herbs, spices, or condiments that complement their natural taste. However, the way you season your eggs can make all the difference, whether you skip seasoning entirely or overdo it. Both approaches can leave your eggs lacking in flavor or tasting overly salty and unbalanced. Skipping seasoning entirely is it's due to their eggs. Some rich flavor do not need any additional seasoning, while eggs do have a natural taste. They are relatively mild and can easily become bland without a little seasoning. Adding a pinch of salt and pepper or other seasoning options can elevate the flavor and bring out the best in eggs. For instance, a sprinkle of fresh herbs, such as chives or parsley, can add a fresh, bright flavor that complements eggs. Beautiful. A dash of paprika or cayenne pepper can provide a gentle kick, while a small amount of cheese can make scrambled eggs creamy and flavorful. On the other hand, over-seasoning is just as problematic. Too much salt, for example, can quickly overpower the delicate flavor of eggs. and result in an unpleasantly salty taste. Similarly, an excess of other spices, such as garlic powder or chili flakes, can drown out the natural flavor of a chili flakes can drown out the natural flavor. The key to seasoning eggs is to find the right balance. A light sprinkle of salt and pepper is usually enough to bring out the egg's natural tastes. If you prefer more robust flavors, you can experience met with other herbs and flavors. You can experience met with other herbs and spices. But be mindful of the quantities you use. It's also important to consider the timing of when too early, leading to a watery texture. It's generally best to add salt just before or after cooking to avoid this issue for scrambled eggs or omelets. Consider seasoning them lightly while cooking and adjust to taste once they are ready to serve. In many diets, egg yolks have gotten a bad reputation due to their cholesterol content. As a result, many people discard the yolk in favor of the egg. Are the only part of the egg worth eating. However, this practice often overlooks the nutritional benefits of the yolk, which contains valuable vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. Discarding the yolk unnecessarily can result in opportunities to enjoy a more balanced and nutritious meal. Egg yolks are rich in nutrients, including vitamin D, vitamin E, and several important fats, including omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for heart health and cognitive function. While it's true that egg yolks are higher in cholesterol, compared to the whites, research has shown does not have the same impact on blood cholesterol levels for most people as wanting in moderation for individuals to be part of a healthy balance. To be about calorie intake or cholesterol, it's important to note that there are ways to enjoy the nutritional benefits of egg yolks without overdoing it. One approach is to use a combination of whole eggs and egg whites in recipes, allowing you to benefit from the new nutrients in the yolk while reducing the overall calorie and fat content. For instance, using 1 or 2 whole eggs in an omelet, adding additional egg whites can provide a balanced mix of proteins, vitamins, and healthy fats. If you do choose to discard the yolks, make sure you're not overlooking the white part of the egg, which is also highly nutritious. Egg whites are packed with protein and low in calories, making them an excellent choice for those looking to increase their or cholesterol to their diet. However, relying excess fat or cholesterol to their diet, relying solely on egg whites can sometimes lead to a lack of essential fats and vitamins, which can be important for overall health. By keeping a balance of yolks and whites in your egg consumption, you can ensure that you're getting a full range of nutrients. Eggs are a staple food enjoyed by millions for their versatility, affordability, and rich nutritional profile. However, making common mistakes when handling cooking or storing eggs can compromise their taste, safety, and health benefits. By avoiding these pitfalls, you can enhance your culinary experience while maximizing the value eggs bring to your diet. By adopting these practices, you can enjoy eggs as a delicious, safe, and nutritious part of your meals. Make these adjustments today to elevate your egg cooking skills and overall eating experience.